Hello. There are some things in my Imperial construction yard speedrun that are not obvious from the videos, so I thought I'd make a guide video to hopefully save time for anyone who wants to learn the route. The old gold medal route first takes out a few radars, wall clips to the AT-AT factory, then heads to the bonus, which is on the other side of the canyon from the initial spawn point, and finishes with the AT-SD factory. I first thought this new route might be faster, because wall clipping to the bonus first is shorter than if you were to double back to it after the factory. Also, seeing as your wingmen will kill the radars by themselves, you can spend that time getting the bonus and increasing the kill count, which is pretty high at 80 on this level. So, your wingmen can complete the mission goal of killing the 6 radars in about a minute 13, which, incidentally, is probably the lowest possible time on an any percent run with the current route. Let's start looking at the run, beginning with the wall clip. It seems easier to navigate inside the wall in cockpit view. Personally, I prefer having cockpit off in the game settings. I think the best way to wall clip is to pull the joystick fully down, and then as you hit the wall, push the joystick fully up. I begin with the joystick down and right at 45 degrees and full speed. I try to hit the wall flat at about this point. A good run will get you through this wall with green shields. Usually the speeder can't dive at a low enough angle to go straight down to the bonus here, but if you push forward on the joystick as you're leaving the wall clip, then it will lock the speeder into a steeper than normal angle until you pull back on the joystick. While you're in the wall, if you go too steep, it will lag and throw you violently out of the wall. But I wonder if there's a way to get under the level by doing this. Anyway, back to the run. After the wall clip, I try to shoot the turret for consistency. The first missile usually crashes into the wall, but I try to shoot the second missile. It's important to be very quick in this first section, otherwise you will fail. This is because even though your wingmen kill the radars by themselves, if you're too far away from them, the base will be alerted anyway and you'll fail the mission. Obviously the factories and the building with a bonus in it are necessary to kill, but otherwise I try to prioritize targets that are the weakest to kill. In this area, these buildings die with one shot. On a good run, if you line it up and pull up at the right time, you can get 5 to 7 kills here. Quickly fly towards the tyre hangar, take out the turret on the way, and try to snipe the stationary tyres on the hangar. The speeder is weird in that the lasers seem to align with the top of the inner circle in the crosshairs, and it seems to drift up slightly over time. On a good run I get 8 to 10 tyres here. Then shoot the buildings and the stormtroopers. A good run will get 11 kills here. You need to be positioned at or past the last building before your wingmen kill the second enemy radar. Watch the radar minimap carefully. The orange section changes from the second radar after it is killed and points to the next objective, which is the third radar. It seems that if the red blip on the third enemy radar is not within your radar minimap as the second radar is killed, its mission failed. This is what makes it crucially important to be at the right place at the right time on this map. I used to suicide into the last building or the tyre hangar to reload shields for the next 2 clips, and I still do if my shields are red or worse. Otherwise, I now continue on to the next wall clip. I shoot the last radar on the way because it seems to help with the consistency of getting the radar mission goal. Similarly, if you are not near the 4th radar as the 3rd radar is killed, its mission failed. As a guide, if I can hear the tyres that are approaching the tyre hangar, I am probably going a little slow. Get high for the next wall clip. On a good run, you will have orange shields. Quickly kill the missile turrets while they're out of range. Brake if you need to. I put shots into the larger buildings while I'm still far away. Hitting a tyre is a nice bonus, but they are snipers, so it's safer to stay left. I kill the AT-STs and the closer AT-AT and the scaffolding. Try to kill as many weak buildings and stormtroopers while you are killing the larger factories. By the way, has anyone noticed that killing the big factory completes the mission goal on the start screen, but it seems like you still fail the mission if you don't kill the other 2 large buildings? I wonder if there's an exploit here. Dodge the AT-ST fire and kill the turrets. It's difficult, but it's totally possible to do the next wall clip with orange shields. Aim for the 3 intersecting lines near the dark patch to the bottom left of this peak. Thanks to Dr. Yoshi's video for explaining this. Worst case scenario, you crash and reload, but you're facing the AT-ST factory, which isn't so bad. If I make the clip and the missile turret is facing me, I usually shoot it for consistency. I don't yet understand why, but sometimes the missile turret is not facing you as you come out of the wall clip, so it's less risky to ignore the turret. Up until this point, I've been keeping a rough mental track of my kill count. Usually, I will need a few more kills to get to 80, so I don't fully kill the factory yet. But I weaken it with about 10 shots, then I get a few more easy kills before kamikazing into the factory, hopefully for the win. I'll now play the save states spliced together to show an almost ideal run while I talk through some final things. On an ideal run, there are three main things to optimize. First, getting all three wall clips without dying. Second, getting efficient kills, especially at the AT-AT factory, where you should hit everything on a single lap. And third, getting just over 80 kills. I've gotten 2 out of 3 of these aims, but when I have been on a good run with efficient kills, I've always either lost a life, which adds about 10 seconds, or I've finished the mission with under 80 kills. A perfect run is probably a low 130, but I've gotten a little bored grinding this level so much, so I might leave it for a while. I recorded this on emulator because the save states make it easier to demonstrate things, but everything can also be done on console. I'll quickly mention the differences I've noticed between console and emulator. Firstly, the enemy missiles seem more accurate on console, but I think some AT-ST, TIE and Stormtrooper lasers seem more accurate on emulator. Also, some of the wall clips I think are easier on console. The console also seems to have lag, but I'm not sure if that's an advantage or disadvantage, and I'm not sure if the lag affects the in-game time on the medal screen, but I'll try to do some more testing. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is my experience. And thanks to the community. There's many talented runners from whom newcomers like me can learn a lot. If anyone has suggestions to make this route better, let us know. It would be cool to further optimize things. Thanks.